how you came up with the ABCs of REBT?
Well, I studied philosophy from the age of 15 onward, and I found that several philosophers, especially Epictetus, says it's never the things that happen to you that disturb you. It's your view, your philosophy about that. So I said, how will I make that simple? We'll call the things that happen to you A. Adversity happens to you. And then we'll call your upsetness, anger, or self-downing C, consequence. Then we think there's a B, because it's not A that causes C. It indirectly causes it, but not directly, but it's largely B, your belief system about A. And beliefs include beliefs, thinking, and feeling, and behavior. So A plus or times B equals C, consequence.
Well, one of the main unique features which set it off from the traditional therapy at the time was, rather than assuming that people were disturbed because of their childhood situations, their upbringing, and their dysfunctional families, it looks at the idea that people are disturbed because of their unrealistic thinking. So it doesn't really matter how you were brought up. If you were brought up in a loving family or a critical family, the reason you have problems right now is because of your beliefs, attitudes, ideas in your head, things you're telling yourself in the present, irrespective of what happened in the past. So that's the main difference. One of the main differences is that it's based on an educational model rather than a therapeutic model or a medical model. So I really don't feel like a therapist when I'm working with clients, but rather I feel like a teacher or a tutor. And I teach people techniques and strategies and concepts that they then use on their own, just like I would be teaching someone how to play the piano or French or those kinds of things. So that's another unique aspect of it.
I had a fight with my wife, and like magic, I was able to change being upset to being, still not happy about it, but able to deal with it. So that's what really, it was like a light bulb, And a lot of people had similar epiphanies about it. When you're in the throes of really being upset, and all of a sudden you're able to change it yourself without taking any drug, without drinking alcohol, without distracting yourself in any way. Just by thinking about it, it's pretty dramatic when you first experience it.
That the main thing rational emotive behavior therapy is democratic. It's not for a few people, and certainly not for a few wealthy people, but it's for everybody, and it tries to teach, and so far has largely succeeded, but it has a long way to go. Get all people to see that they stupidly, unnecessarily disturb themselves and then blame it on other people, that they never have to, and if they get 3 basic philosophies from the cradle to the grave, but it takes them a little while to really solidly get it, that they are able to unconditionally self-acceptance, USA, to unconditionally have other acceptance, UOA, and unconditionally have life acceptance, ULA, then they won't be deliriously happy all the time, but they'll be a hell of a lot happier than they otherwise would make themselves.
Some have described the short-term nature of REBT. Do you see this as one of its strengths?
Oh, absolutely. Usually therapy with my clients take about 8 to 10 sessions. So the fact that it's short-term is definitely one of its strengths, because it doesn't make sense for someone to go on and on and on in therapy for years not getting very far. And another one of its strengths along those lines is teaching people to be their own therapists, because when they learn these concepts and techniques, then they can do it on their own for the rest of their lives.